Good morning. So, I wanted to start off by asking you a couple of very simple questions. Have you ever gotten up early, started your coffee, and then headed out the front door to walk the dog, or get the paper, only to hear the loud thud of the front door closing and locking behind you? And to think you thought it was going to be a beautiful day, as you now stand outside wondering, while naked under nothing but a robe, great, and just how the hell am I getting back in now? No cell phone to call. Do you really want to walk to the neighbors and ask to borrow that spare key you gave them, in your current state of undress? I didn't think so. I have to say that this one happens to me more times than I would like to admit. I rush out the door feeling a bit off balance from the club the night before and hurry to my car in an attempt to make it to work on time. I reach for the door of the car, and as I pull the latch my mind drifts back to last night, and that one extra drink I probably should have said no to, and then you remember. Yes, I did remember to lock my car door when I got home. I just forgot to take the keys with me when I went inside. You look through the car window to see, and yes, there they are still hanging from the ignition of the car, while there is a metal and glass-locked barrier between you and them. Your mind drifts off, if only I were an expert locksmith or safecracker. How much can a window cost to replace? One brick, and no one has to know. The sheer stupidity you feel at that moment is almost unmatched as you think, and now I call AAA and wait for an hour, then they can let me and I can head on to work, and I will only be 2 hours late. No, the ass chewing I will get was all worth that extra drink, because of course you feel like if you had not taken that last shot for the road, you would have never locked your keys in the car. Well, do not feel too bad, it happens a lot more often to a lot more people than you might think. And that brings us to a special little anomaly here at the SCP. Known as SCP-005, or the skeleton key. You can also see that the SCP has gone to great lengths to secure SCP-005. You and I might not have nefarious reasons we would think to use the key on. But many people and groups out there would do just that. Robbing banks, or worse, letting out some of the worst contained SCPs here at its unknown location. You can see 79 standing there, and believe me, he knows more ways to kill you than you can count. Hand scanner, CCTV, and the list goes on. So let's get into the official report. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-005 poses no immediate risk in any direct sense. Even so, its unique functions require special measures be taken to restrict access and manipulation of the object. Approval of at least one Level 4 personnel is required for the removal of the object from its containment area. Description: in appearance, SCP-005 resembles an ornate key, displaying the characteristics of a typical mass-produced key used in the 1920s. The key was discovered when a civilian used it to infiltrate a high-security facility. SCP-005 seems to have the unique ability to open any and all forms of lock, be they mechanical or digital, with relative ease. The origin of this ability has yet to be determined. Additional notes: SCP-005 may be used as a replacement for lost security passes, but only under the supervision of at least one Level 4 personnel. SCP-005 may not be used for vending machine repairs, opening lockers, or for any personnel's spare home key. Removal of the object from the compound will result in immediate termination. Appendix A. While SCP-005 has been shown to be effective in removing almost any form of locking device, further experiments have shown that efforts to disguise the purpose or identity of a lock have proven at least somewhat successful in defeating SCP-005's ability. In approximately 50% of cases where a volunteer was not able to identify a locking device as such, SCP-005 was not successful in deactivating the device. Due to these results, SCP-005 has been tentatively classified as sentient, and further tests are being run to determine its cognitive abilities. However, there are no results that show any traits that prevent it from being able to identify any particular locking device, only that the aforementioned device has been heavily concealed and disguised. Well, that does it for our little story about SCP-005. I do not write the stories, but try to make entertaining and informative video about the SCP anomalies. Please see the description for links to more SCP stories and the SCP Foundation. With that, I think I am going to go work on my tan while I wait for the locksmith to come and let me back in the house.